cool how you can see the individual like hair fibers for the blue dots on its wing. Very cool. It's a little windy. It's rainy outside, so he's hanging out for a bit.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Thanks for putting with my video game playing. Not something that's gonna die soon. They're just so much fun and so easy to do. This is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. So today's Friday and I leave on Wednesday, you know, for that whole Japan thing. So today I'm gonna spend some time with my mother. We're gonna go grocery shopping and we're gonna cook some food. But first, it might be obvious that I kinda need to work out a little bit. So, we're doing it. People might say, push-ups on your knees are too easy. To them I say, God, get your testosterone levels checked out, bro. Really, you're just toxic and I hate you. If anybody hasn't listened to the Daft Punk album Random Access Memories, you need to. We like to have fun here. So as I kind of near the start of this, you know, giant life change, I'm finding myself having a harder time falling to sleep at night. You know, it's like when you get a spare second, all you think about is like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, no. It was 1 o'clock last night and I was so close to getting out of my bed to work out. I was like, that's the only way I'm gonna be able to fall asleep is if I'm physically exhausted. Luckily for me, I managed to pull it off. However, to be fair, I had a pretty difficult time keeping my dreams in check. So, like the first dream I had, I was video editing something. Like something would happen to me in the dream and then I would like immediately go to my video editing software and like cut it the way that I wanted to. Which is exhausting to think about, right? You're just like always video editing in your dream and I woke up and my brain hurt. I was like, just go to sleep, stop thinking about things. I technically was asleep, I get it. But then later in the night, I started having dreams where I was like Harry Potter, but like in the Harry Potter world, like I wasn't actually Harry Potter. And there was like this evil thing trying to get to us. And I remember there were like 3 of us sleeping in one bed platonically. Like we were all clothed and we weren't even touching each other. But, you know, this thing like came to the door and we all 3 like reached up all at once and were like, Alohomora, which opens a door. We didn't yell Lumos, you know, which would have shined light and probably scared it off or something like that. Not the smartest cookies. But, I don't know. If you want to analyze that dream, I don't think that I'm afraid of like evil or anything like that. Or like I'm battling something horrible. Don't analyze me, you don't know me. Some of you do. I hate that exercise. Just gives me something to mix it up. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Cracked myself up. Something we used to do in cross country was we used to continuously talk to each other while we were running, which really helped like your breathing stamina and stuff like that. And one of my favorite things to do was to be running up hills singing I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan. In 2011, we weren't the most socially conscious teenagers, but I think that's fine. This camera angle's kind of cool. Ain't nothing but a thing. Unfortunately, setting this up, I kind of lost track of where we were in the conversation. But I think if I had anything... Oh, we were talking about Be a Man, right? Yeah, Mulan. One of my favorite stories from that was that one of my runners got really mad at me at the top of one of the hills. He would start screaming, like, stop singing! Do you know how hard it is for me to keep up with you right now? And all you're doing is singing shitty songs right in front of me. You know how bad that makes me feel? And I'm like, I am who I am. Was I doing that exercise right? I just think it's fun. I've seen people do it before, but I never actually learned. What I think we should do more of is just walking around with weights. I think that'd be fun. Just hold a 20-pound weight, you know, walk around your house, be like, oh, I'm gonna get some cereal today. Switch hands, oh, pour the cereal. And then like your legs get used to it, your back gets used to it. Your lungs get used to it. I just think there are a lot of benefits to something like that. How come I can't get big biceps? Like, I've tried so hard in my life. And like, if I hold something like this, I mean, yeah, Like, that's fine. 25 pounds is a lot to curl. I'm not there yet, football players, give me a break. But like, even my brother, you know, Dallas, he's got big biceps, but I've got bigger boobs than he does. But he has bigger shoulders than I do, and I think I have better abs than he does. Why are we built so strangely? You know, and that's not... In high school, we did the exact same stuff. I just might have ran a little farther, you know? But other than that, we were the same. I wonder how muscular people are in Japan. You know? Is that gonna be... Am I gonna fit in? I know... Maybe for the first time, I might be one of the tallest, which would be super cool, because I'm only like 5'8" and a half, maybe? I'm close to 5'9", but I'm not exactly 5'9", but I'm taller than 5'8". So all you 5'8" people out there, I'm taller than you. Doesn't hypermasculinity feel good? So like, I fit into smalls in almost everything. How big are Japanese people? You know, I distinctly remember the only time in my life where I was like the tallest person, you know, in an area. I was in Spain, and we were outside of the, those gardens that, the guy who made La Sagrada Familia made. You know, there were about 30 people outside, and I was just standing around, and I was like, Mom, I'm the tallest person in this crowd of people. And she was like, what? And I was like, I can see over everyone's head, Mom. I was like, this is incredible. It's funny, like, that was the first time. Like, I've been taller than people. Like, people are shorter than me, but never taller than everyone. You know, tall people, they feel that all the time. Or maybe short people, they're like, I'm always the shortest one around. It's weird how our lives are shaped by our own perspectives. That's right, we're getting philosophical while I'm working up a sweat. Should I get a headband on? We're ready to party. You know, I've always wondered what the best time of day to work out is. Some people do really well in the morning, some people do well at night. I think it might just be a routine thing. You know, just like do what you're comfortable with and do the same thing every day so your body kind of prepares yourself for it, I guess. Something that was funny when I was playing badminton a lot, I used the same deodorant. Like different deodorant than I did for other occasions because it didn't really stain these types of shirts, I guess. And I started to notice, like, when I started to smell the deodorant, my like blood pressure would rise and stuff like that. Like, I knew badminton was coming. And it became like a thing, like a ritual, like Pavlov's dog. So essentially what that says is I got so used to smelling that deodorant right before I was about to play badminton that my body started to prepare itself to play badminton without me even starting to like warm up. Like, it was getting ready, it was getting hyped up. So that's something super interesting. If you play any sport regularly, I'm sure like a football helmet will do the same thing. You know, it's that dirty, musty boy smell you get when you put it on. I don't know, I don't play football. I know that's a common misconception. I know you all think that I'm a big football player. It's just not the truth, you know? I'm not that guy. I'll never be that guy. Here's a fun exercise you can do. So this is a 6-pound medicine ball. You do what I'm doing now. I don't want to do it too much because it'll rattle the entire house and my mom is home. But what you can do is you throw it, so you bounce and 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 you bounce. And then, once you get good at that, you get one of the medicine balls with a rope on it, and you start here and you throw the rope and you bounce, 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 and it's just... makes you kind of feel like Hercules, you know what I mean? But not Hercules from Disney, Hercules, you know, when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson played. That's probably all the working out I'll show you today. Don't want to bog you down. Wow, this lighting really makes me look pale. Oh my god. So today it's raining outside and it's super overcast. The weather dropped down to like 75 degrees, maybe 70 degrees. It is just absolutely amazing outside. I went for a small run and I was just gonna run down. I live on a hill, so I was gonna kind of run down and up it a couple of times, and this is kind of how I'm getting back into shape with running is, you know, slowly exposing myself like speed-wise, but I kept going. I didn't run miles, probably a mile, maybe a little more. Very hilly route, and it wasn't continuous. I stopped a bunch. Again, I can't run slow with my injury. Don't worry about it. It doesn't really matter. But, you know, you kind of realize sometimes, like when you're surrounded by something amazing, that you should stop and appreciate it. And this is me doing that. I hope I get to experience this weather again at any point in my life. I would consider that to be a privilege. and it made me think of a really cool vlogging idea of running around the place I live in a car and doing a bunch of basically showing you all the places where I have like big memories from my growing up and stuff like that. I kind of like that idea. Cool. Shower time. Bwah! So I actually filmed a lot more today, but I just was editing and I just kind of realized that I filmed a lot more this morning than I thought I did, so we're gonna end it there. I've got some footage that I'll probably post that tomorrow if I got some time to edit, you know what I mean? Like I said earlier, I've got a lot of stuff that I want to kind of get down before I leave, so expect a ton of posts, and you don't have to watch all of them. Like, I'm not expecting that of you, but I don't know what I'll be able to post when I get to Japan, so I might as well do it now. That being said, that workout went really well. I feel really good about it, and I would not have realized how nice it was outside until I actually got out there. I get too philosophical too quick. Someone needs to reel me in.
Hi, you've reached Antony. Please leave a message after the beep. Thanks.